I was driving home, late, when my headlights caught it. A wolf-like figure, standing upright in the middle of the road, its eyes glowing like embers. But when I blinked, it was gone. Welcome to Friday 13, where every nightmare is real, and this one's mine. I'm Lucas, and this happened to me on October 13th, 2019, near Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Stay with me, because what I saw that night, it's still out there, waiting for someone new to drive down that road. It was October 13th, 2019. I was 29, coming back from a friend's cabin near Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I'd taken the back roads to avoid the highway traffic, but that night, something felt wrong. The fog was thicker than usual, clinging to the trees like a shroud, and the moonlight barely pierced through. I was tired, maybe a little distracted, when I saw it. A figure, standing in the middle of the road. My headlights caught its eyes first, glowing, yellow, fixed on me. Then its shape, tall, muscular, covered in fur, but standing on two legs like a man. My heart stopped. I slammed on the brakes, tires screeching. It didn't move. It just stared. I told myself it was a bear, maybe a large dog, but my hands shook as I gripped the steering wheel, my breath fogging the windshield. It wasn't an animal. It was something else. The Beast of Bray Road. I'd heard the stories. Half wolf, half man, stalking the Wisconsin countryside since the 90s. I never believed them, until now. I threw the car into reverse, but the engine sputtered, stalled. Panic surged through me. The figure took a step closer, its claws glinting in the headlights. I tried the ignition again. Nothing. It was dead. I was trapped. I was fumbling with the keys, my hands slick with sweat, when I heard it. A low, guttural growl, like a wolf but deeper, moving. I looked up. Oh, deeper, more human. It was right outside my window. I looked up, and there it was, its face inches from the glass, its breath fogging. Its eyes were yellow, glowing, and its mouth, rows of sharp, jagged teeth. It snarled, and I screamed, slamming my foot on the gas. The car roared to life, and I floored it, swerving around the creature. It lunged, its claws scraping the side of the car with a sickening screech. I didn't look. I drove until the road straightened, my heart pounding in my ears. I told myself it was over, that I'd imagined it. But when I got home, I saw them. The claw marks, deep and jagged, running down the driver's side. My hands shook as I traced them, the metal cold and rough under my fingers. This was real. I wasn't imagining it. Something had been there. Something not human. I couldn't sleep that night. I kept replaying it. The eyes, the growl, the claws. I had to know what it was. I spent hours online, digging into the legends of the Beast of Bray Road. The stories were chilling. Eyewitness accounts from the 90s, police reports, even a blurry photo that matched what I'd seen. It was described as a werewolf-like creature, standing over 6 feet tall, with a wolf's head and a man's body. Some said it was a cryptid, others a spirit, but all agreed on one thing. It was dangerous. I found a forum where locals shared their encounters, each one more terrifying than the last. One user claimed the beast had followed them home, scratching at their door for nights. My throat tightened. Was that what was happening to me? Have you ever felt like you weren't alone, even when you knew you were? That's when I heard it. A low howl coming from outside my window. My blood ran cold. I lived in a second-floor apartment. There was no way a wolf could be that close. I crept to the window, peered out. The street was empty, but the howl came again, closer, louder, like it was right beneath me. I slammed the window shut, locked it, but the sound, it was inside now, echoing through the walls. I told myself it was the wind, but my hands shook every time I heard that howl. The howls didn't stop. Every night, at midnight, they'd start, low, mournful, growing louder, closer. I'd wake to the sound of scratching at my door, like claws dragging across the wood. I'd check. Nothing. But the marks were there in the morning, faint but undeniable. I was losing it. I stopped sleeping, kept the lights on. But the howls, they were inside my head now, relentless. I told my friends, but they thought I was crazy. I was alone, trapped with whatever had followed me home. Have you ever heard something unexplainable in your house? That's when I saw it, a shadow, tall and thin, standing in my hallway. Its eyes glowed yellow, its mouth open in a silent snarl. I blinked. It was gone. But the howls didn't stop. They grew louder, more insistent, until I couldn't take it anymore. I had to go back, to confront it. I drove back to that road, heart pounding, determined to face it. I parked where I'd seen it, stepped out, flashlight in hand. The fog was thicker, the trees looming like silent witnesses. I called out, "What do you want?" My voice echoed, unanswered. Then the howl, loud, piercing, coming from the woods. I followed it, my boots crunching on the gravel. The forest was dark, the air damp and sour, like something rotting in the underbrush. I heard it, footsteps, heavy and deliberate, circling me. I spun around, flashlight trembling. There it was, the beast, standing among the trees, its eyes glowing, its teeth bared. It snarled, and I ran. Didn't stop until I was back in the car, tires spinning as I sped away. I left Wisconsin the next day, moved to a new city, tried to start over. But the howls, they follow me. I hear them in my dreams, in the silence. Lucas, come back. This was real. October 13th, 2019. Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I've got the claw marks, the scars. So, next time you're driving alone at night, ask yourself, what's really lurking in the shadows? That's my story. Every detail real. Every fear still with me. If you've experienced something unexplainable, drop it in the comments. I'll read everyone. And if this terrified you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your own true horror story in the comments, or join our Discord server. Link in the bio. We'll feature the scariest ones in our next video, and yours might be next. This is Friday 13, signing off. But remember, the shadows are always watching.